everybody, Adam here, So Wizard Podcast, sitting down with Johnathan Truax, who is starting the newest convention in Albany, New York. How you doing, Jonathan?
Pretty good.
Taking on a brand new convention has to be a massive and stressful undertaking. What kind of led you to wanting to put on a convention?
Yeah. Complete desperation.
Okay.
No, it's so. How do I explain this? Well, actually, I was thinking about doing a convention. Just like on the side, something that's fun. I've been getting into steampunk, for the past, I don't know, year and a half or so. And I was going to conventions, in the Albany area, but I didn't really see any, there wasn't really any presence. Like, there was steampunk conventions in, Massachusetts and Connecticut and, Poughkeepsie and, but nowhere like here. And so originally I wanted to do a straight steampunk convention just to give people more of give them, something different they don't usually see in the local area. But it changed a little bit to I like doing creative stuff, and I like making things that people don't usually find in an area. And so just to give you a little bit of a backstory, are you familiar with what happened with ITT Tech?
No, not so much.
Okay, basically they're a tech school. They closed. They got in some trouble with the government and screwed around with federal student aid, and they basically had to close as a result of that. And I was 6 months away from graduating to wake up to my buddy texting me saying, "Yeah, they're done."
Wow.
And that was like a week before I was supposed to graduate in 6 months. And then I couldn't, the college I tried to get my credits transferred to wouldn't let me because they weren't accredited anymore because they screwed around with federal student aid. So that led me to looking for work for about like a year and a half or so. And so I finally found a job working at BJ's, and then I found another job. Best job I've ever had. Hours, money, location, the job was awesome. Then I got a call from my boss one day through the temp agency I was working with, and they said, call us at the end of the day, and said, "Oh yeah, so today was your last day." Totally out of the blue, nothing, no warning, no nothing. Just, you're done, bye. And so I'm like, I'm still in, I'm in the car and I'm still in shock. And I'm like, okay. Then another 2.5 months go by and I'm looking for work. It's like nobody's business. And then I finally found another temp job. And I figured, well, yeah, it beats unemployment. I mean, it's only about 6 weeks of a job, but then the same thing happened with that one. Very suddenly, just gone, like no warning. I was actually talking to my boss that next week. She was telling me, this is what you're going to be doing. She was going to be gone for a couple of days, and then she comes around to my cubicle and she said, "Oh yeah, I just talked to my boss and you're done. Bye." This was like last September, and I'm like, okay, this is insane. I'm looking for something to, get my finances in order, and so I was like, you know what? I'd already been thinking about, maybe kind of cool to start my own convention, and, because I like stuff like that. And I thought to myself, I got some time, I got some money, I had some money saved up from the previous 2 jobs. I was like, you know what? Let's try it. Never done anything like this before. Never did my own convention or anything like that. And I figured, let's take a month and just do solely this. See what kind of momentum I can get, and see if I can pull it off. Well, I got pretty good momentum in that one. Yeah, in a month's time, I got pretty good momentum. And then I just kept working on it.
Yeah,
So
we were talking about
that's,
this a little bit
yeah,
before we started recording, where we're both from the Albany area, and if people from
yeah,
outside the Albany area don't know, it's the capital of New York State, and there's a ton of universities here. The state offices are here. There's
yep,
actually stuff going on, but there's no solid convention, which is bizarre to both of us.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's people have asked me something along the lines of like what makes you do something like this, or what do you have to be to start your own convention? One, you have to be comfortable flying by the seat of your pants when you're doing it
I
for the
imagine
first
so.
time. It's I had a lot of people try to discourage me from, oh, it's going to be hard, or, your ideas are dumb, and you're crazy for trying this. And I'm like, well, a lot of people probably thought Edison was crazy because he tried with, I don't know, 1,000 different ways to invent the light bulb. I mean, that's a lot of different ways to,
Right.
to try to invent it, but he did it. And so it's, yeah, entrepreneurship is kind of in my blood. Where, yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, it's, yep.
So the convention itself, you're kind of putting a different spin. It's not just like here's some comic vendors, here's some toy vendors. You're trying to, I don't want to say more specific because those things are definitely part of convention life, but what's your take on the convention?
Oh, sure. So yeah, it's a little bit different than like your Albany Comic Con or Saratoga Comic Con, and I did that on purpose. One, because I like to, I'm not looking to be competition for anybody. I want something to be a little bit different. Plus, I don't want people mistaking, oh, the Albany's got a show coming up. I forget the date. I think it's March 29th or something. And I didn't want to think that, oh, is this Albany coming on? Because they just had a show. And so I'm focusing more on cosplay and I like to give people resources that they may not necessarily see at the different cons, because those are, Comic Cons are more for comic books and artwork and action figures and all that. Ours is going to try and bring different fandoms together that you wouldn't necessarily see. Like the fandoms that we're focusing on for the first one are steampunk, Star Wars, some video games, anime, and I forget all the other ones that we're
All
working on.
right.
But yeah, Marvel too. And oh, if anybody's listening, I am a big Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia fan. If you are a vendor, at this point, I don't care what you sell, as long as it's family friendly. If you are a Lord of the Rings or Chronicles of Narnia vendor, we want you, because I would absolutely love to have either of those. I think I saw Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe like 4 times in the theater when it came out. Um, so yeah, we're actually going to be doing something different where we're going to have a dance floor in the middle of the convention. And so yeah, we're doing that. We're also, yeah, I know it sounds weird. You're having a dance floor in the geek culture convention. Sure, why not?
Fair
um,
enough.
but yeah, it's
If people are interested in, I mean, not just attending, but you're looking for cosplayers and vendors and stuff, how do they get a hold of you?
so best way to get a hold of me is on Facebook. It's Goggles and Gadgets. On
Okay.
Facebook, you can message me through my page on there, and or email gogglesandgadgets@gmail.com. Those are the most best ways to get a hold of me. So yep.
Have you been going, or how have you been going about talking to vendors and possible guests and things like that? Is it just like hitting the pavement every day and
Basically, yeah. It's right now I've been going on Facebook, going on different things like that, and just posting in different groups. putting the flyer in different groups and asking people, hey, we're trying to put this thing on and pull it off. We're looking to go to some conventions in March, and so yeah, looking to go to possibly 2 or 3 conventions in March, and hopefully more in April. And so yeah,
Kind of spread the word.
definitely.
Yeah, nice.
So I mean, I was also doing podcasts as well. We've been doing those this week. So yeah.
Right, kind of like the modern media rounds.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you tell everybody where it's going to be?
Sure. So it's at the first one is at the Red Lion Hotel in Albany, New York. If anyone's familiar with the area, it's 5 minutes from Colony Center. Colony Center is going to be on your right, and it's about a mile up the road from Colony Center. It's where Albany Comic Con has their convention.
Okay, so for people out of the area, it's only a few miles off I-87. It's not too hard to get to.
Yep. And the first one's going to be there. The second one, we are looking at a different location because the second one, we're going to go a little crazy. We got this wild and crazy idea of putting on a 2-week convention. And before you say that's nuts, and it probably is, I had this thought, and I like to do big outlandish things that people think, oh, how could you ever pull off a 2-week show? And I like to quote my famous philosopher Joker from The Dark Knight.
Okay.
When someone says they want to put on a 1-day or even a 3-day convention, nobody panics. It's all part of the plan. But when little guy says he wants to put on a 2-week convention, well, everyone loses their minds. Introduce a little creativity, upset the established order, and everything becomes fun.
Well, there you go.
I'm an agent of fun. The thing about fun is, it's fun.
I think you got your commercial for it.
Oh my gosh, I see. That's the kind of stuff I love to do. I love doing creative stuff, and just we're for the 14, 15 different things. Is that better?
Hang on, it's catching up now. No, there you go. I think you're back. It kind of like lagged for a second, then caught up all at once.
Okay. So yeah, it's the 2-week convention. I am looking for people to join my team, join the core team, and also be volunteers and things like that. This could be really awesome. We're gonna have vendors, we're gonna have food vendors, we're gonna have stand-up comics, and I thought it'd be really cool to have like a guy that did cosplay in say if Luke Skywalker was a stand-up comedian from his own universe. And we're gonna have like crafting areas. People can build stuff. You can do a whole bunch of different things. We might do a trivia contest, like a fandom-specific trivia contest, and prizes and themed. I'm trying to get a themed bouncy house, like a Star Wars themed bouncy house, or a Marvel, or Doctor Who, or something like that. And it's just, I know it's a big undertaking, but it also could be really cool. We're looking to do lightsaber fights, plays, skits, celebrity guests, cosplay celebrity guests, and all that. And so yeah, I'm looking to make a geek culture vacation. We're doing it in the summer, and so it could be, if we pull it off, oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun.
All right. Well, just so people aren't confused, why don't you do a quick recap on this year's convention so they're not looking for something in the summer?
Sure. So yeah, this year we're keeping it simple, and it's going to be a 1-day event. It's April 25th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tickets are $5 online and $10 at the door. and we're
And
gonna have a
online would
custom.
be the Goggles and Gadgets Facebook.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna be putting that up hopefully shortly, and we're looking for vendors. We still have vendor slots open. Like I said, if you're a vendor in the fandoms we're focusing on right now are steampunk, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, anime, and some video games. And keeping it family friendly because I want to keep it. I'd like to make it comfortable for all ages. And so yeah, we're gonna have a cosplay competition. There's gonna be dancing. There's gonna be music, and all that. So yeah, like I said, April 25th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's a Saturday. So yeah.
All right, cool. That's a Red Line Hotel in Albany, just so people got it one more time. All
Yep.
right, well, good luck with everything. I thank you for taking the time for sitting down with us. Um,
Definitely.
Try to get some sleep in between all the preparation.
What is the sleep you speak
Yeah,
of?
I'm sure. All right, cool. I appreciate it again. Take it easy.
You too.
Okay, I'm just going to stop the recording there.